Hey, it's Friday afternoon and 4:20 it is. Today we're going to have the pleasure of chatting to Mo, who's an independent podcaster, and I've met Mo previously at the 710 Festival in Soweto. It was the first time I met her, and we've chatted a few times from along the way, and Mo's agreed to answer a couple of questions and give us some insights as to her role within independent media. So I'm going to shoot a couple of questions to Mo along the way, but firstly I'm going to let Mo introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her journey. Mo, over to you.
I am the CEO and founder of Potcast, which is a cannabis education channel. So we go around the country interviewing people that are active within the cannabis industry, whether it's business-wise, whether it's recreational, you name it. We go around and we basically just try and show the positive side of this beautiful plant and change the narrative somehow. You know, this is us changing the narrative by doing what it is that we're doing. Yeah, that's what we do.
Mo, thank you very much for the introduction. I'm sure you're going to share a couple more insights with that. So what I'm going to do is go to the first question straight away. Out of all of the industries you could have covered, why did you choose cannabis?
Why not cannabis? You know, I'm a very brave woman. Shy and brave. But all jokes aside, this was what my ancestors wanted me to embark on. I had come from a meeting that just basically killed my spirit. And I went home to go have a discussion with the creator and my ancestors. And as I was having this conversation, my grandmother came forth and she presented herself, and I was so excited that she was the one that came forth because I wanted it to be her. I wanted to have this conversation with her. And when I was having the conversation with her, I then asked her to basically go back and tell the others that they now need to develop a project for me that they want me to embark on, because I was just basically sick and tired of creating projects and them not going anywhere. Now I'm just basically telling them to be on the driver's seat and I'll be on the back seat. That's what I basically said to her. And by some, I don't know if it's a miracle or what, you know, but I then had a vision of podcast. You know, I then believed that they heard me as I was having this conversation with them, because then podcast was presented to me by them. I know for a fact it was by them. And I knew then that this is what they wanted me to embark on. And how everything even just came into play, how everything was just falling into place, proved to me that, okay, this is what they wanted me to embark on. And I guess all they wanted me to do was just ask for them to present a project to me that they wanted me to work on. I don't know why they didn't tell me this sooner, you know, but yeah, I'm glad that things unfolded the way that they did. But I'm on this journey because of my creator and the ancestors. But more so, I wanted to educate people so they could understand what beautiful attributes this plant comes with, you know, and for us to be able to remove this negative stigma that goes with this plant, because dacha is not chacha, y'all. Dacha is ni chacha ni yela, you know. So I just definitely wanted people to see it from a different perspective and change the narrative. And we're doing just that, because I have people coming to me and saying, I didn't know that hemp was cannabis. I have my friends coming to me saying that. And I've been using hemp and I didn't know it was cannabis. Well, now you do, you know. And they're like, well, thank you so much for changing my view on this plant and for educating us, you know. I love it when people say that, because it just goes to show that what it is that I was called to do and what my partners and us want to achieve, we're doing exactly that. So I'm very happy. I love my job, man. It's the best job in the world, you know. It doesn't even feel like a job. Honestly speaking, it doesn't feel like a job. Most of the time, I just feel like I'm playing. But yeah, I love what I do. I literally do.
So Mo, just for me, you've interviewed several people, you've been across the country, you've interviewed important people, less important people, so you've really got into a lot of the different communities. You let me know, what are the differences you see between the cannabis communities you've been into and have interviewed?
Okay, I may be persecuted for saying this, but it's my truth. You don't have to believe in it, but it's my truth. I just believe what I have seen, because when you are in the media side of this industry, you engage with so many individuals, so many organizations, and you get to see the difference. And the difference that I've seen is that there's no unity. As much as we are all pushing one love, there definitely is no one love. Some people are greedier than others, but it's business at the end of the day. That's how the world is, unfortunately. But I just feel as though, because we are all not where we want to be with this plant, unity should be what we are actually pushing, not it to be this thing where we are all saying we are united when we are not united. If we literally were united, I think we would be so much far with this plant. That's the difference that I'm seeing. There's no unity between the cannabis industry as a whole. There's no unity. People are just so pretentious. People are just, and greedy. Some are thriving more than others. Some are still struggling, and I just feel as though if we all literally not just fought when we all had to come together and fight, if we just continue fighting, even when we're not together, we'd be so far with this plant. Because like I said, some are thriving and others are not. Why is that the case? Why can't we all just thrive? Because we are in this industry together. Why? You know what I'm saying? And the plant is not where it should be. So shouldn't we then just be holding hands still till the very end? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm seeing that there's no unity between the different communities in the cannabis industry. Yeah, my truth.
Mo, I think that's not something you should excuse yourself from. I think that unit is an important part of where we're all headed, and I agree with you. There's lots of effort being made across the industry, and it's a massive industry. And I think that the call for unity is important, because I think there are people that are, whilst we all want to carve our own sort of niche and do what it is we're good at, we're building spaces and we're not thinking unity. We keep talking about the plant being a great opportunity for South Africa from an agricultural point of view and lots of different aspects. And until such times as we as the people in the industry that are driving the industry start to find what drives unity, integrity, all sorts of other things like that. So it's an interesting point, and certainly don't shy away from it. My next question for you is, what role does independent media play?
To change the narrative, I feel that's the role that independent media is playing right now. We're changing the narrative, and the way our platform is doing it, we've chosen to choose the positive side of it. We don't want to be reporting on negativity. There's just too much negativity in the world as it is, so we rather just be the positive side of it, and that's what we are focusing our energies on playing the positive role within the cannabis industry by providing a platform to people who have businesses that need someone to push them for them, by providing information to the masses that want to tap into the cannabis industry in a positive manner. So I believe changing the narrative is what we should be doing as independent media. And can we do that in a positive way, please? Too much negativity in this world. So let's just do that in a positive manner. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way our platform is doing it.
I agree with you. Changing the narrative in the instance of cannabis is what the role certainly is for independent media. And I think that you cover something else as well, is the idea of being able to give smaller players a bit of exposure to participate in a slightly bigger space. And I think also independent media on a larger scale is there to make sure that the right story comes through. Bigger media doesn't necessarily get to the nitty-gritty, and I think that's the role of independent media. And I think that you're a good example of. So thank you very much for that insight, Mo. And straight on to the next question will be, let me know, what are the benefits of educating South Africans on cannabis?
I think one of the most important benefits would be people now will get to see the plant for what it truly is, which is a phenomenal plant. It's not chacha. It is not chacha. People don't understand that there's the industrial side to this plant as much as there is the recreational side to it. So I think people having as much knowledge about the plant is a very true benefit, from education, because education is key. So as we continue to educate the masses on what the plant is, and educating ourselves too on what the plant is and what the industry is, we can only grow. We can only grow in a very positive way, in a way that this country needs it. So I'm very, very happy that we are doing what we're doing in the manner that we're doing it.
So as will become normal, at this point we're going to break for a little bit of news from within the industry. See you on the other side.
Officially, the Thai government says cannabis should only be for medical or therapeutic use.
And then you put under your tongue.
Under my tongue?
Yeah.
And that'll help me sleep better?
Yes.
I don't want to take it now, then I'm still working.
But the change in the law has left a grey area when it comes to recreational use. And not everyone's on board.
We don't want to be the cannabis heaven of the world.
These cannabis flowers have high levels of THC. That's the psychoactive chemical that gets people high. But Kitty says with responsible use, it's not harmful.
The actual first question we ask is, have you used it before? And then kind of really go through the process of what they want out of it. How to use safely is one of the key things, and how to use responsibly.
อันนี้คือบ้องใช่ไหมครับอันนี้
ใช่
อันเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
อันนั้น475 บาท The bong, the word itself, is actually a Thai word. We're bringing back the culture.
Cannabis used to grow wild in Thailand and was valued in traditional medicine. Before it was clamped down on with a tough Narcotics Act in the 1970s during the US-led war on drugs.
My great-grandmother would sell cannabis and she'll cure them with honey. Traditional, but she'll put it out on the grounds and then sell it to farmers on their way back from going out to the rice field.
For 50 years, growers, dealers and users faced stiff penalties. Not anymore. This is Thailand's Public Health Minister, Anutin Chanvirakul, the day after cannabis was decriminalised.
See how beautiful it is?
Government-controlled medicinal cannabis had already been legal for 4 years, but Anutin put the plant back in the hands of the people, literally handing it out for free. At the last election, he campaigned promising that people could grow and use the plant at home as medicine, and farmers would have a new cash crop. And it was a winner. Anutin's party got the votes, the people got the cannabis.
Education is kind of the cornerstone to your strength and knowledge within the industry. And I think that if you take the fact that it's only just been decriminalised in 2018, we're really just out of the gates in terms of taking it forward from an education point of view. And I think that it's such a broad topic, from the agricultural side to the medicinal side to making hemp bricks, etc. There's such a broad opportunity, and it's got to, I agree with you, it's got to be supported and underpinned by education. So I'm going to move on to the next one, and I'd really like for you to try and give us, as an independent podcaster, there's a lot of people that aspire to or want to be in this space and help from an educational point of view. What are the 3 milestones you've reached within your platform along the way?
The main milestone that I've reached, or we have reached as podcast, is changing the narrative. Slowly but surely, but we are changing the narrative. You know, people are starting to recognize this beautiful plant for what it is. So that's the first milestone, right? Changing the narrative and removing this negative stigma. We're not fully there yet, but we are also contributing to it. So I'm very happy about that. The second one would be creating our cannabis media house, because that's one of my biggest dreams, right? And now is no longer talking. We are actually implementing that. Now we are at the action phase. Like, we now have all the proper people to do this, and I'm very happy and excited about seeing what's going to unfold from this. So it's not fully done there yet, right? We're not there yet, but the fact that we have started and no longer just talking about it, for me, it's a milestone. One of the biggest milestones, I must say, right? And then the third one is now we are tapping into the events side of things. You know, we are now, because obviously I'm a very passionate event coordinator, whether it's conferences, congresses, roundtables, you name it. If it's events, I'm there. Now that's what Potcast is now going to be focusing on. We have the first Africa Cannabis Summit that's coming next year in October. So I'm very excited about that. We are now also coordinating the Halloween, not weed event that's going to be taking place on the 30th of October. So I'm excited about that. And several other events that we're going to be coordinating in. I'm going to give you 4 milestones. I know you asked for 3, but I'm going to give you 4. The fourth one is that we have managed to start our own consultancy firm, our own cannabis consultancy firm, where we are assisting people that are interested to be in the cannabis industry, or people that are already in the cannabis industry, by connecting them with different cannabis experts. And that has brought us so much joy. We love uplifting communities. We love being part of community projects, honestly speaking, and hemp has been the main crop in most of these projects that we've been involved in. So that's the 4th milestone that we have achieved because of Potcast. So you see, like I said, this was meant to be, man. This is not by fluke. This is exactly what I was supposed to be doing. So I'm loving what I'm doing. I do.
Mo, thank you for that. This has been a really, really nice interaction with you. Thank you for sharing the time with us. All of that honesty all the way through. I think most important at this point is to let everybody know how they can get hold of you at Potcast.
Anyone can get involved. If you are interested being in the cannabis industry, if you are already in the cannabis industry and you need someone to push your product, we are here to assist you in that regard. All you have to do is just cover our transportation. That's it. You know, we don't charge for interviews, but we're charging now for transportation because we need to sustain our channel. And getting to where you are is money after all. So if people can just assist us in terms of that, would be highly grateful. But like I said, anyone can be involved with Potcast. If you want us to now promote your businesses, just get hold of us. You know, right now what we're going to be implementing is we're going to be running what you call this advertising space. As we are having our podcast, there will be advertising spaces that we're going to be selling to people that want people to know about their products. Maybe you're too shy, you don't want us to come to your establishment and talk on your product, but you rather just let us advertise it on our platform. We can definitely do that, and that is going to be coming out very soon. But yeah, how you can get hold of us, so you can be part of this beautiful podcast family, you can call me on 062 130 3348. That's 062 130 3348, and then we can just take it from there. Thank you so much, Rory, for having me on your platform. I really love the fact that I'm seeing more and more people creating cannabis content, we do need that. We do need that. So thank you so much. It was truly an honor. I am extremely shy. I hope that did not come out in this interview. As much as I'm shy, I'm very talkative as well. So I hope I didn't take much of your time, but I really, truly do appreciate all the love that 420 has been showing Potcast. And yeah, let's continue thriving together. Thank you, Rory, once again.
Mo, thank you very much. That's beautiful words. Believe you me, the love is mutual and you've earned it. To everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. It's great to have you as part of our show. And thank you for watching the last one. And be sure to share this with as many people as you can. We'll see you again next week, Friday at 4:20. You take care. Ciao for now.